together to pray, studying about that good old way, and who shall wear the starry crown? Good Lord, show me the way.
Well, I want to try to just address one question here tonight. I kind of view, and for those, there's a kind of a team of us here who get up on stage on Thursday nights, and we kind of view it as a bit of a conversation. And just a conversation to, yeah, it's kind of one-sided at this point. I get to do most of the talking right now. But we view it as a conversation to try to get some things started. Get some things started in your head, your heart, and to hopefully get, not just leave here and go, okay, some interesting things said, but to take something back and to really start to wrestle with it in apartments, in dorm rooms, just in your heart and life. And so tonight I just want to do something fairly basic, fairly simple, but I want to just try to address this one really kind of simple, fundamental question, and it's this. It's, what is CSF? What is Christian Student Fellowship? Or maybe a better way.
The Christian Student Fellowship, a center of faith found perched on the corner of Woodland Avenue and Columbia Avenue. A space where compassion isn't simply an emotion, but a way of life. Where neighbors break bread and shed their layers to show the core of their being. This place of worship unifies the student body to a whole new level. Many have heard of it, yet few have given it a chance. The few who have tried it claim that it brought them to a different place and shed light on new perspectives and ways of living. This place is known more fondly across UK's campus as the CSF.
CSF is an organization that goes out of their way to provide a fun, safe place to worship and give back to the community. The Christian Student Fellowship was founded right here in Lexington, Kentucky in 1958. It was founded by a small group of students and pastors, but has blossomed into an organization 400 deep. The students that run the events are typically postgraduate students that devoted the first few years of their postgraduate lives to the organization. The organization does have a few older leaders in the midst, just for long-term stability. CSF offers support for all students, and the group often does work around the community. They hold many events, often for charity or just for the pleasure of the students. The CSF mission statement is, change the campus, change the world. They find ways to brighten everybody's spirit, whether it is through religious practices or hosting fantastic events. The Christian Student Fellowship has been playing a role in the community since 1958 and will continue to doing so for years to come.
This is the entrance to CSF. As you walk through the doors and turn left, you will find the sanctuary. This is where meetings and services are conducted, as well as many of their other events that they hold here. As you leave this room, you will see stairs to go down to the kitchen, as well as 2 separate sitting areas to mingle while waiting for the services to begin.
Okay, so why don't you go to the Christian Student Fellowship?
I think it's more of not knowing when their hours are and like when they have their services. I know that they're definitely active on campus because they have like free pancakes all the time. I've gone and they're fantastic, but I don't really know when their actual programs or services are, what kind of stuff that they do. So I know of them definitely, but just the fact that I don't know the specifics is probably why I don't attend.
So you have been inside the building before?
I have been inside the building.
And what do you think of it?
I think it's a really nice space. During recruitment, they were really welcoming and welcomed everyone rushing in to have cupcakes and refreshments. And it's a really nice space. It's aesthetically pleasing. I think it's a nice building.
So if you knew the hours and you knew their schedule and it could fit into your schedule, would you find yourself wanting to go more?
Yeah, I think I would definitely give it a shot. I've never really been involved in a big youth group type of situation, but everyone that I've met that's involved with CSF has been just really warm and welcoming, and if I've asked them a question about it, they've been more than happy to elaborate. So I think if like someone filled me in about hours and times and when stuff was going on, I'd definitely come out and give it a shot.
Hey, I am Zach Hill. I'm part of CSF. I help with grant writing and fundraising. So basically just helping raise money for the ministry.
The students.
CSF provides a community for all college students here at the University of Kentucky. We aim to just help people in various ways, help them to know Christ, help them to just find community, a place to meet people with the same interests and enjoy their college experience.
Okay.
Okay. The benefits of being a part of CSF are students get to become a part of a community. Like I said, of people with similar beliefs and similar interests. So they get to engage in small groups. They get to learn about Christ through small Bible studies or book studies or a weekly service and just hang out with people similar to them.
The issue that strikes the Christian Student Fellowship is the initial recruiting of students. With an undergraduate student body around 30,000 students, the CSF sees hardly 1% of those students walking through their doors. While the entire student body isn't of the same religion or even the same denomination, the other student religion groups and centers around campus are seeing similar numbers. Could this be a college student culture shifting away from their past religions? According to a survey conducted by our group, there is a 26% decrease in college student attendance to religious services. The other issue we see the CSF is facing is the retention of older students. With multiple events focused on freshmen and underclassmen, it is possible that upperclassmen are finding that the organization is not for them. The Christian Student Fellowship might also realize that incoming students might need the extra time and extra focus to assimilate into the organization. Whatever the case may be, the few students who attend CSF are content with the organization.
The UK Chi Alpha Christian Fellowship is a Christian fellowship for students at the University of Kentucky. Each week, the fellowship has a gathering called Encounter, where they encounter God and each other. This meeting is held every Tuesday at 7:14 p.m. These meetings are held at St. Augustine's Chapel, which is across from President Capilouto's home. The fellowship is involved in doing acts of service as well, such as collecting donations for God's Pantry and other activities for students. The Baptist Student Center is a fellowship for Baptist students at UK. Baptist Campus Ministries is a place for students to connect through weekly worship, freshman focus, fellowships, and community projects. The Student Center is located across from CSF and is funded by local Kentucky Baptists. The center welcomes all students no matter what their religious background. More information can be found for the Student Center on their Facebook and Twitter pages.
What we're asking of students is that people go out and at least try to find a group to connect with on a spiritual basis. Rather than leave your faith in your hometown, why not see what the University of Kentucky has to offer to you? There is nothing to lose from going out of your comfort zone and seeing if something fits with you. There is everything to gain from meeting new people, learning new things about a community, and exploring your spirituality on a deeper level. With 30,000 students on UK's campus, you are bound to find friendships somewhere. The religious groups and organizations found on or near campus want nothing more than for you to come out and give it the old college try. The Christian Student Fellowship has a lot to offer, and you could be just a short walk away from a lifetime of fulfillment.